Please, Yuan, calm down. Nobody here wants to hurt you.
Ah yes, Atros, but the darkness is coming. Maybe I want to hurt you. Yes, I think I'd like to break all your bones. I'd enjoy hearing them go pop, pop, pop.
Forgive me, Yuan, but I'm not letting you injure anyone else.
Spoiling my fun? That won't do at all. Please, help me!
That must have been awful. To fight your own master. I don't know what came over her. One minute she was placid, and then... It's more imperative than ever that we find the Noeticons. Do you have any leads on the third?
Both the Gand and a Black Sun member mentioned Lars Badik, a Justicar. I think he's connected.
The Justicars are self-appointed lawmen that police the lower city. Republic security was stretched thin after the attack, so the Justicars took over. Lars Badik is one of their leaders, near the top of the Republic's wanted list.
Like it or not, I have reason to believe the last Noeticon is in Justicar territory.
Lars Badik is known to hole up in the central tower area. Do be careful. I'll take care of Yuan while you're gone.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Excuse me. Excuse me, Master Jedi? No, don't look at me. Just look casual. Act like you're not talking to anyone. My name's Jafke. I'm with Republic Security. Is the street clear? Any Justicar patrols?
I don't see any Justicars in the street.
Alright, good. It should be safe for us to talk. For now. I already tangled with the Justicars. Trust me, you don't want to underestimate these guys.
I appreciate the warning.
Gladly. I wouldn't want anyone else making the same mistake I did. Republic Security was actually excited about the Justicars at first. A bunch of ex-military guys forming a militia to take back the streets.
The Justicars weren't the allies you'd hoped for.
Republic Security hoped the Justicars would work alongside our officers, bring order to Coruscant's lower levels. But they pushed out Republic forces just like they did the criminals. They keep the peace down here, but they definitely aren't on the Republic side.
You were sent to find out more about the Justicars, right?
Not exactly. We've tried to run surveillance on their activities, but their signal jammers block every attempt. I thought disrupting the jammers would be easy, but the Justicar patrols are everywhere.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, that'd be great. I built the devices to disrupt the Justicar's jammers, they just need to be installed. Can you do that for me?
I'll take the devices and place them for you.
Thank you so much. Here, take the devices. They need to be planted at several points around the district. That's the tricky part. Justicar patrols are everywhere. Once you've planted the devices, make your way back. Good luck, and thanks.
What do you want? I'm just an old woman minding her own business. Haven't done nothing to no one.
I take it you're the Republic spy.
Oh, so you're my backup. About time. I'm risking my neck loitering here. Republic Security needs to get its act together. Downright insulting this has taken so long.
The lieutenant said you never contacted him.
He's never heard of radio silence? Idiot. Look, I tracked the data thieves down here, and I'm positive the Justicars took the schematics to their base. Probably to their main computer. You do realize, though, that once you take the schematics back, they'll just gather dust in some security storeroom.
The Justicars would use the schematics to hurt people.
Sure, but I'm not suggesting you let it go. Hear me out on this. My daughter runs a relief group called Undercity Assistance. They bring food and supplies to the poor in the lower levels. These schematics would help them avoid the gangs down here.
I don't see any reason you couldn't copy the maps you need.
That's just what I was thinking. Just bring the holodisk back to me after you get it, and I'll make a copy for my daughter.
Sounds like a worthy undertaking.
I think so. You have all the information I can give. Go pay a visit to the Justicars, and if you want that data put to good use, I'll be here.
Oh man, a Jedi in the flesh? Perfect. This is perfect. So my name's Pouse, right? And I'm a journalist. The only journalist down here who isn't afraid to dig up the truth. I'm onto something major with these Justicars. I'm gonna blow the lid on all their tyranny and oppression and show all of Coruscant what they really are.
What do you know about the Justicars, Paus?
They're all about abuse of power. They're the big guy pushing the little guy down. I'm working on a major scoop, a clear-cut case of wrongful arrest, illegal imprisonment, and unjust execution. Proof I need is just out of reach, though. I need a fearless hero to get that evidence. I need you.
Just tell me what needs to be done, Paus.
I knew you were the one. You're a fighter, baby, fighting the good fight. Raquel Lysanis, son of a wealthy family, arrested and executed without trial or explanation. He's the key to everything. The catalyst, the dirty little secret. Nobody's talking about Raquel's death. Not the Justicars, not his family, nobody. So I need the facts, straight from the source, the Justicar Tower. And that's where you come in.
Odd. Why do you think the boy's parents won't speak on the matter?
Well, I'm sure the Justicars got to them. Told them they were dead meat if they talked to anybody. Interrogation droids, they're the key. Justicars use them all the time, and they record everything they see. Find the droid that recorded Raquel, smash it, and yank the memory core. You can check the core on the Justicar computers to make sure you've got the right one.
That seems simple enough to me.
All right then, as soon as you've got the recording I need, bring it back here and we'll show Coruscant the truth about these Justicars. Good luck, buddy, good luck!
Master Jedi. Don't see too many of you on Coruscant anymore. Certainly not in Justicar territory. Agent Reed Gandon, Strategic Information Service. Notice anything odd down here? Like how quickly the Justicars took control? Weapons and armor don't just materialize out of thin air. The Justicars have a supplier, and it isn't the Republic. You follow?
You sound like you have your suspicions.
The Justicars were supposedly formed by Republic citizens. Fear and martial law is not how the Republic operates. Whoever's got the weapons runs the show. The SIS needs to know where those supplies are coming from. The Justicars control their own shipping dock, and I'm sure they keep records. I just need someone who can handle an ambush to get them.
Storming the docks might make the Justicars suspicious.
If there were another way, I'd be topside and long gone by now. Get those records to me as soon as you find them. You don't want to get waylaid by the Justicars.
Hasanmar Flixtulama, Folask Umbapolua.
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 1. Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, you're accused of criminal activity under Supreme Law 8814, aiding and abetting an enemy of the Protectorate. How do you plead?
How do you think I plead? Not guilty. I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a violation of my rights. Look, my father gives you people a lot of credits. He's not going to be very happy about this.
That is entirely irrelevant. Your plea is now on record. This session is concluded.
You have no intention of even giving me a fair trial, do you? This is oppression, and I promise you, my father...
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 2. Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, as you know, your alleged girlfriend, Mistress Daria Felton, failed to corroborate your alibi. Mistress Felton's testimony reports of 6 eyewitnesses, and the blasters found in your residence are sufficient proof of your membership in the Black Sun Crime Syndicate. Do you have any closing statements?
You know what? I do. You idiots got me this time. But you should know, I've been running operations under your nose for years. I've been working for the Black Sun since I was a kid. You people are pathetic.
Very well, your closing statements have been recorded. This session is concluded.
You're going to lose this war in the end. The Black Sun will rise!
You've got guts, Jedi. Walking into my base, stealing 2 of my Noeticons.
What are you planning to do with the Noeticons? Sell them?
They're bargaining chips. My bargaining chips. You've messed everything up. They said I could rule the Justicar territory if I got them the Noeticons. Just one left, and it's theirs.
You can keep the Noeticon or walk away from this. Not both.
Fine. Take it. This whole thing was a mistake from the start.
Oh, thank goodness, a visitor. It gets so lonely in here sometimes. I would offer you a drink, but I ran out millennia ago, by my record. But we could play a game instead.
You don't look like a Jedi Master. What's going on?
Well, I'm not a Jedi Master, which would explain your first statement. And as for the second, it's hard to say. I'm guessing you activated what looked like some sort of ancient device. A holocron, maybe? And something went wrong. You zigged where you should have zagged, and you ended up here.
How do I get out of here?
Well, I suppose I could let you go, but you'd have to play a game with me first. A game of questions. Answer right, you're free. Answer wrong, and your strength becomes a permanent part of this place.
Those terms don't sound very fair, but I'll do my best.
Excellent. Such an accommodating guest. Okay, the first question. How do you catch an answer?
You lure it out with a question.
Too obvious, I suppose. It's no fun when you get the answer right. Next question. What does the wise person know?
The wise person does not know, but seeks knowledge always.
Another right answer. You are so dull. Last question. Soon this place will be overrun with enemies. What will you do?
What are the enemies? What are their weaknesses? Where will they attack from?
No, I don't know the answers to these questions.
Like I promised, sir, the Jedi won't be a problem anymore. Now your master won't mind about those other Noeticons, right?
He might not. Only it seems your plan was a failure.
What? You're alive? How could anyone have survived?
You think you're pretty clever, but the Noeticons aren't enough to stop me or my master.
Who's your master, Sith?
My master is the downfall of the Jedi Order. Paddock, what are you waiting for? Earn my master's forgiveness. Kill this wretch.
Be careful where you walk, Jedi. The path of the dark side intersects with that of the light at many crossroads. This is the Noeticon of secrets. We are the masters who have seen the darkness and turned back to the light.
I am looking for a cure for my master. The other Noeticon said to ask here.
If the Noeticon of science and the Noeticon of light had no answers, what makes you think we can help? We are neither doctors nor healers.
Patience, Bastila. What she means, Jedi, is that for you to consult us, this illness must be remarkable indeed.
Yes, I'm sorry. Tell us what you know about this illness, and we will see what we can find.
My master has gone completely insane.
Of course. Start from the beginning, and describe everything you've seen.
You are right to consult us. It was only those things eliminated by the other Noeticons that put us on track.
It's an illness the Jedi have seen before. One created by an ancient Sith named Tarek Morhage. He used it to turn Jedi to the dark side by the hundreds and leech their strength from them. In this way, he waged war on the Jedi.
But Yuan's the only one who's fallen ill.
According to the records, Morhage's plague spread gradually as well. A Jedi healer whose sacrifice, unlike his name, has not been forgotten, developed a shielding technique to release Morhage's hold on his victims.
One by one, the healer cut Morage off from his army, the source of his strength.
Each time he used the technique, however, it cost him some of his own strength.
By the time the battle was won, the healer was weakened beyond the point of recovery. He sacrificed his life to save the Jedi Order.
Is it possible for someone to learn this technique?
The ritual is recorded in an ancient terminal in the Jedi Temple. Learning it will require the combined knowledge of all the Noeticons. If you are thinking of learning the technique, Jedi, I would caution you. Powers such as these weigh heavily on those who wield them.
But it seems your master doesn't have time for caution. For your master to survive, you must go to the Jedi Temple and learn the ritual as soon as possible.
I will go there as soon as possible.
Then we will do our best to help you learn the technique. Take all 3 Noeticons to the terminal in the temple and activate them. We will teach you what you must know. Later, others may learn the technique as well. But for now, time is of the essence.
I need to talk to you. I have bad news. Yuan's illness has begun to affect her body. She's losing strength, fading fast. Are you any closer to finding the last Noeticon?
I'm on my way to the Jedi Temple now to find a cure.
The temple? So the Noeticons were able to point you to something useful. Wonderful. Just be warned. The ruins of the temple are crawling with danger. And getting there means passing through the works. They're not safe either. Be careful, but hurry. I don't know how long Yuan will last.
Shipping records from the Justicar docks. This should be everything you need.
Couldn't have done it better myself. These records prove the Justicars are getting supplies from off-world. I'll transmit these to headquarters, let them chew on it a while. You've got my thanks.
I've been hearing some serious comm chatter, pal. Sounds like you made a mess in the Justicar Tower. Did you find any recordings of Raquel? Don't keep me in suspense.
Here you go, Paus. Straight out of the Justicar Detention Center.
Terrific. Let's see what you found. Oh no! Raquel, you snake! No wonder your parents won't talk about you, you little thug. Great. My whole story shot to pieces. That little jerk was my best lead. Now I've got nothing to go on.
Even if this lead didn't work out, you're still right about the Justicars.
I won't let this keep me down. I'll find the proof. Just gotta stick it out a little longer down here, that's all. Anyways, thanks for all your help. Keep fighting a good fight. I'll see you around.
Jedi, thank you for coming over. I am Faz Burba, Scientist Notary of the Republic and Planetary Consult to the Galactic Senate. My current project could alter history. If my theory proves correct, I will be the most famous scientist who ever lived. Consider this. We all know the Imperial bombardment of Coruscant wreaked havoc on the infrastructure. But what if it also damaged the planet's very core?
I find that most intriguing.
Damage to the core could cause geothermal instability, plate fragmentation. In short, level the whole city. It is crucial that I get seismic readings from the lower levels, specifically from the Works sector. In the spirit of scientific inquiry, and on behalf of the safety of the Republic, I need you to perform this critical mission. Prove my theory correct, and the Senate will grant me a substantial endowment for further research. I will give you a generous reward as compensation.
If your theory's incorrect, what happens then?
I will still pay, of course, but your compensation will be significantly less. All that's required is that you take the Burba Seismic Activity Reader, my invention of course, and use it in the Works. The reader is both accurate and user-friendly. The challenge will be in the journey, not in the science.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Thanks, stranger. Didn't think anyone else was fool enough to wander this pile of rubble. Stupid move, trusting some prig senator. Jedi temple's abandoned, he says. No one to fight, only trouble's getting there. What do we find? Battle droids, Imperial commandos, Sith. We're lucky all they did was take our haul and lock us in here to die.
Do you know what the Imperials are trying to do?
Besides attack mercs on a legit job? No idea. Senator Starsnow's after a journal that belonged to his dead kid. Some bigwig Jedi fell during the sacking. Journal's all that's left of him. I feel for the Senator and his credits, but those commandos have the journal now. They aren't gonna spare us twice.
I can't let Imperials keep the journal of a fallen Jedi.
The dead Jedi might be your kin, but he's not mine. Senator Starsnow's waiting near the Senate Tower. If you can get that journal back, he'll be expecting you. Thanks for the rescue. Come on, boys, this job's a bust.
This is it. The database where the ritual that can shield your master from the plague is kept.
A stellar work. 1 part computer, 1 part holocron. Truly ingenious.
It is most impressive.
Masters, you know why we've gathered.
The Jedi Order is imperiled by an ancient plague, one that warps the minds of even the wisest of masters and turns them to the dark side.
This young Jedi has stepped forward in search of a way to help his ailing master and save the Jedi Order. But he cannot do it without our help.
Millennia ago, a powerful ritual was developed to shield the Jedi from the power of this ancient plague.
The ritual cut off the Plague Master from his victims, but it exacted a great price from the healer who wielded it. It is once again necessary for someone to use it.
The ritual is a difficult one to learn, Jedi, and will take many hours of deep meditation and study.
Are you ready to learn it?
I am ready, Master.
Then open your mind, and we will teach you.
You seem to have mastered everything we have to show you, Jedi.
Such a bright, inquisitive mind. It has been an honor to teach you.
But remember, the shielding ritual will draw on your strength, and you can only regain what you've spent when the Plague Master's bond with his victims is broken.
I appreciate the warning.
You now have the knowledge you need to save your master. Use it wisely and well, and may the Force be with you.
Reckless, foolish Jedi. So eager to find a cure for your master, you led us right to the prize. My master and I are most grateful.
It's too late. I've already learned the ritual.
Yes, and you're the only one who will learn it.
Ah!
There. No more terminal, no more ritual. No miracle healing this time.
Except for mine, you mean? My healing.
What good will that do you? The technique kills those who wield it. How many could you have shielded before it killed you? 1? 2? Even if it was 100, ultimately you would collapse.
If my destiny is to become one with the Force, then so be it.
Well, in that case, let me hurry you to your fate.
Finally, there you are. I've been kept apprised of your situation. The Council is very concerned about Yuan's health. We've been trying to contact you for hours. Did you find anything in the Jedi Temple?
The Ancient Masters taught me a technique to shield Yuan.
So there is hope after all. Hurry back. Yuan is fading fast. Any delay could be costly.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
You're back! Thank goodness. Did you get all the devices in place?
The devices are all in place.
What a relief. I really can't thank you enough for your help. Alright, let's see if these things work. They're booting up now. Synchronizing, and... It's working! The frequencies are all clearing, one by one. This is fantastic.
Then we are done here.
I never could have done this without you. Never. Amazing. Here. I could never reward you enough for what you've done. I'll notify headquarters that the jammers are down. Thanks again for your help. This mission would have been a complete failure without you.
Well, now look here. The hotshot's back after busting into the Justicar's base. Did you find the holodisc kit? Can I make a copy for my daughter?
Here, make your copy and give it back.
I had a good feeling the minute I met you. A quick copy. And there's your holodisc. Easy enough. You remember this. Undercity assistants will use these secret passages to help people in need.
Coruscant needs all the help it can get right now.
Nice to work with someone who knows what they're doing. Now take that disc back so security can ignore it again.
Welcome back, my illustrious colleague. Tell me you've taken the seismic readings.
There were some problems, but everything's fine now.
Fantastic! I tell you, we're going to make history together. Quickly, please, let me examine the Berber seismic activity reader. What? It can't be. This indicates there is no unusual seismic activity at all.
It seems your theory proved to be incorrect.
I just can't believe it. I haven't been wrong in so long. This could reflect very poorly on my reputation. I suggest you take your compensation and keep quiet. I believe the reward is generous given the outcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to consider. Farewell.
You've been gone a while. I'm even working overtime. My commander's calling every 5 minutes, bugging me about those schematics. You get them from the Justicars?
I believe this is what you wanted.
Finally. Here's what I can pay you, plus a little extra for hazard duty. And can we keep this quiet? Hiring you to get this back makes the rest of us look bad.
Those schematics could be very helpful. Be sure they aren't wasted.
Well, my commander's real excited to see these secret passages, but we'll see if he actually follows through. Either way, you spared my team a massive headache, and probably even a few casualties.
Oh, you're here! Quickly! We're barely detecting a pulse on Yuan. If there was any time to test what you learned in the temple, it's now.
The Masters taught me well.
Yuan's life is in your hands now.
Padawan, no. No, I was making you a Jedi. What happened? I feel so much better. But why do you look so weak? What did you do?
Don't worry about me, Yuan. I'm just glad you're okay.
Thank you, and I'm sorry. The last thing I remember clearly is your ceremony on Tython. Oh, my student, I am sorry I wasn't a better master.
I wouldn't be the Jedi I am if it weren't for you.
That honors me more than you know. Yes, I see now the foolishness of hiding it. Now I am more myself. I could feel someone else in my mind, polluting my thoughts, twisting them.
You won't be fully cured until he is defeated.
I really wish I could give you more details, but my memory of that time is hazy at best.
Pardon me. The Council wishes to speak with you when you're ready.
I will speak with them immediately.
Thank you again for helping Yuan. And teaching me a few things as well.
I'll be all right for now. Go to the Council. We can speak later. I just need time to rest. Speak to the Council.
I can't believe it. Yuan was near death, but you saved her. Incredible.
You're here. Thank you for contacting us so quickly. We're sorry to have to pull you away from Yuan.
We wouldn't have called you here if it wasn't urgent. First, tell us what you've learned about Yuan's illness.
It's a plague created by a Sith named Tarek Morridge. Here's what we know.
Interesting. And worrying.
We've started to receive disturbing communications from other masters. We fear Yuan's illness is not an isolated case.
The illness was created by Tarek Morridge, But a different Sith is using it now. I don't know his name, but I fought his apprentice in the temple.
Yes. It's imperative that we find this Sith before the illness spreads further. Unfortunately, we have no leads. We can only hope that tracking down and shielding the victims will help lead us to this Sith.
You need me to find these masters and cure them.
The small number of victims suggests that this Sith needs some sort of contact with his victims to control them. I hesitate to ask any more sacrifice of you. You've already done so much. But with the terminal in the temple destroyed, you are the only one capable of shielding the afflicted masters and stopping this Sith, whoever he is.
I will do whatever I can.
You'll need to be able to move freely around the galaxy. To that end, we've prepared a ship for you in the spaceport.
Thank you, Masters. I will use it well.
You have more than earned it. The missing Masters were last heard from on Terrace and Nar Shaddaa. Find them, and break the Plague Master's hold on them.
Say your goodbyes to Yuan. But time is of the essence. Good luck.
Your son's journal, Senator. There were Imperials in the temple, and your mercs were overwhelmed.
Imperials? In the Jedi Temple? No wonder the mercenaries never returned. The Empire couldn't be after family heirlooms. I must inform the Senate of this. Thank you, Master Jedi. It must have been difficult to enter those ruins, but you've eased a father's pain.
Ah, it's good to see you through my own eyes once more. What did the Council have to say?
Other masters have fallen ill. The Council has asked me to save them.
I see. But there is still someone we must find. The person behind this. Whoever was in my mind. Stop him, so that I don't have to be shielded anymore. So your strength can be restored. Remember, let your instincts guide you. Keep to the Jedi Code, and may the Force be with you.
Chua Benki. Omitopi.